So many things going on this week, including one very important meeting for the NFB of Pennsylvania, several fundraisers to talk about. Buckle your seatbelts, put your tray tables and seat backs in their upright position. Federation Focus is on for the week of July 7th. Hey there, PA Federationists. My name is David Goldstein. I am your first vice president, and we've got a lot going on this week because it's convention week. Now, as I mentioned, one very important meeting for the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania, and that happens on Thursday, July 10th at 5 p.m. Central Time. That would be 6 p.m. here in Pennsylvania. Now, it most likely will not be on Zoom, so if you're not going to the National Federation of the Blind National Convention in New Orleans, you'll have to hear about it maybe on next week's Federation Focus. You will. Don't worry, you will. And be easy on me because it's going to be a day or two late next week's focus. So that's happening this week. Of course, National Convention is a huge event, and I know there are over 40 PA Federationists going. So I hope to see you down there in New Orleans. We've got a lot going on down there. General sessions start on the weekend on Friday, and there's the national board meeting, there's resolutions, all sorts of stuff going on. Maybe your chapter or division are going out for a dinner at convention. I know the Keystone chapter usually does, and Harriet's working on that now. So there's so many things going on, so much to do, and it's just a jam-packed week. So nothing is going on here in Pennsylvania. Any meetings that usually happen this week, not happening because of National Convention. But I do want to talk about a couple of fundraisers, and we'll come back to National Convention in a second because I'm wearing a shirt from last year's convention, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But before I get to that, I want to mention a couple of other things. Some fundraisers. The raffle for the scholarships is on. And I've got some more tickets. So if you're going to convention, I will have some tickets for you to buy from me or to take from me so you can sell them down there at convention. It's a great place to sell them. Ask Harriet. She sold a lot of raffle tickets for dinner for a week for us in the Keystone chapter last year and the year before. So there's that going on. What is the scholarship raffle, you may ask? You buy a raffle ticket for $5. It's a 3-digit number. If that number comes up during the month of October, so from the 1st through the 31st, on the evening drawing, you win, if it's Sunday through Friday, you win $50. If that number comes up on Saturday, you win $100. Now, the number could come out more than once. And I haven't verified it yet, but I just watched Action News, and I saw that 888 supposedly came up tonight in the evening drawing. 888 came up within the last week to 2 weeks in the evening drawing. So I'm somewhat skeptical about Channel 6 and their lottery numbers because they sometimes get it wrong. But if that's true, 888 has come out twice within the last couple of weeks. So it could happen with one of your numbers. So ask your chapter or division treasurer or president for raffle tickets to buy or a bundle to sell, whether you take them down to your local pizza place or you take them to school events or work events, whatever it might be. Get some tickets, go out and sell them. We need your ticket stubs and your checks made out to the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania in September so that if that number comes out October 1st, whoever bought the winning number on October 1st, make sure that stub is in to the affiliate so that person gets paid. If you don't have a chapter or division or know who to go to, please reach out to me, vp1@nfbofpa.org. I will get you some tickets or figure out how to get you some tickets. vp1@nfbofpa.org. One other fundraiser to talk about, and that is the Greater Berks Panera Bread fundraiser happening July 26th in Reading. The link is down below to get to the flyer. You either have to bring a paper flyer or show it on your phone when you go to Panera from 4 to 8 p.m. If you have any questions, reach out to Chapter President Brian Mackey. He'll give you more information if you need it. Again, that's July 26th in Reading from 4 to 8 p.m. at Panera. One other thing I wanted to mention before I get back to the convention stuff, and that is the National Association of Blind Students is having their Mid-Atlantic Student Seminar right here in Philadelphia on August 1st through the 3rd. The 1st through the 3rd of August starts around 5 p.m. in the afternoon, goes through around noon on the 3rd. It's going to be at the Hampton Inn at 1301 Ray Street. The registration link is in the description down below. You register, it gets you food, and it gets your admission for all the programming. You still need a hotel room, though, and you've got to get that in by July 18th. July 18th is the cutoff for the hotel room. July 18th. Remember that date, July 18th. Say it back to me right now, July 18th. Get your room reservation in. The information, again, is going to be in the link when you click the link below to learn more about the student seminar. It'll give you the hotel information so you can call and make your room reservation. And when you do that, room rates are $129 per night, which is very good for Philadelphia. I believe there's some taxes on top of that, aren't there always? But again, check out the link below from the 1st through the 3rd of August. I know a few from the Pennsylvania affiliate will be there. I will be there for a good portion of the time. And some of our students will be there during that time, the Pennsylvania Association of Blind Students. And I know that maybe Lynn Heights will be giving the keynote. She is our president. She will be giving the keynote on Saturday night. So again, check out that link below. Now, let's get back to the convention. I mentioned I'm wearing a t-shirt from last year's convention. I absolutely love this t-shirt. It is from the National Federation of the Blind of Puerto Rico. On the front of it, it has a silhouette of the island with the NFB of Puerto Rico logo inside the island. And on the back, I'm going to turn around and then I'll tell you, I'll be quiet for 1 second. I'm going to turn around. It is tactile. It has both writing and braille that is tactile. The writing, the regular writing is not tactile, but the braille is. And it says, "Viva la vida que quieras." Live the life you want. I love this shirt. I have a couple of t-shirts from the National Federation of the Blind of Massachusetts that I absolutely love. It is a nice purple shirt. This shirt, this Puerto Rico shirt, is I guess you would say like a sky blue or a sea blue, a light blue. It's very nice. I really love it. So I'm looking forward. They were right next door to us last year in the exhibit hall. So what the exhibit hall is, and I'm going to hopefully next week show you the exhibit hall and maybe talk to some of the folks from other affiliates and other vendors that are in the exhibit hall in next week's Federation Focus. But what the exhibit hall is for the affiliates, it's great because you take things to sell so you can raise some money for your affiliate. What the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania will be selling are 1-pound bags of Hurt chocolate-covered pretzels. Now, what's a Hurt chocolate-covered pretzel, you may ask? They are pretzels that when they are making them, they mess up. Put too much chocolate on, usually. That's what makes them great. So they are chocolate-covered pretzels, usually with too much chocolate, sometime in blobs. They are so good. It's kind of like you get a little pretzel treat inside a big hunk of chocolate instead of just a normal chocolate-covered pretzel. That's what makes them so good because they have so much chocolate on them. They come in dark chocolate, milk chocolate, or white chocolate. Again, 1-pound bags roughly. Sometimes a little more than a pound, sometimes a little less than a pound, but ballpark a pound. They're going to sell for $20. We have 100 bags to sell. We will sell out. We're also going to be selling Hers snack products. Now, Hers is a local Pennsylvania company. They have kindly donated these products for us to sell at convention. They will sell for $2 a bag or 2 bags for $3. We're going to have pretzels, potato chips, and I think cheese curls was the other thing. I'm pretty sure on that. Not 100% though. Pretty sure. I know pretzels and potato chips, and I think cheese curls. And thank you to Hers for donating that for us. That was very kind of them. The other thing that we'll be selling at our exhibit hall table is Johnson's caramel corn. If you've ever been down the shore during the summer in Ocean City, New Jersey, and they probably have them in more than just Ocean City at this point. We used to sell them in our West Coast video location that we had. Johnson's caramel corn, they will sell for $5. They're not huge, the containers, but they're a good size. It's more than a one-person size, I would say. Maybe you would disagree. But those are what the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania is selling. Other affiliates are selling other things. New Jersey, for example, are selling these thumb drives. They're huge. I think they were 16 terabytes, which I just couldn't believe. They mentioned it over and over and over again. I actually bought one because they were only $20. So I bought one because I honestly am wondering if they're going to be 16 terabytes. That's a lot of space. And I need all the space for all these videos that I do, both here on the NFB of Pennsylvania channel and my own channel. Video takes a lot of space. So everybody sells things. I'm hoping Puerto Rico has some more shirts. I'm hoping Massachusetts has some more shirts. And again, they were great last year. I'm looking forward to those. And other places, Hawaii sold macadamia nuts. Everybody has something great to sell. So it's fun to be there, to walk around that. And then there's also other vendors that cater to blind products or low vision products. The CIA was at last year's trying to do outreach to hire folks. Also very cool to do that. And just a lot of good things there. If a company has a product or service for a blind or low vision individual, they will most likely be in the exhibit hall. So make sure you check them out. And a lot of times the folks will also have a session or two, or maybe they'll speak during general sessions. So you'll see them more than once. I'm pretty sure Be My Eyes will be there and a few of the others. So again, it's a very exciting time to be in the exhibit hall and be at National Convention because you'll learn about new products that are in the pipeline. You get to learn all the things that are going on, both advocacy-wise, meaning what's happening in Washington and other states. Resolutions are a big thing. Just a lot of great things going on. And I'll tell you about them next week. Again, it'll be a day or two late because I'm not coming back until Monday, and usually these episodes drop on Monday. So stay tuned for that. Now, one other thing, I wanted to mention White Canes Connect episode 139 with Tanner Gears is coming out as this video is dropping, will be out. I will have information in the description. Tanner Gears is the co-founder of Access Ability Officer, and it is a way to get trained so you can do accessibility for websites. And he spoke to Lisa and I all about both his blindness journey, which is tragic, and it's amazing he's even alive. So check that out. Episode 139 of White Canes Connect with Tanner Gears. That drops on Monday, July 7th, around the same time as this is dropping. I'll have a link in the show notes, so I guess I'm going to have to drop that a little early. No pressure. And I just want to remind, there are 2 links down below because White Canes Connect is on 2 100 Best of Blind and Visually Impaired podcast lists. Million Podcasts and FeedSpot. So check out those links. You'll find other podcasts you may be interested in below. And one last thing about White Canes Connect, whitecanesconnect.com is finally here. So go check that out, whitecanesconnect.com. The episodes are there. It's still a work in progress, but it is there. You can, every time an episode drops, it will be up on the website within a few days. I will have a link down below in the description if you want to be involved in the convention, but you're staying home in Pennsylvania or wherever you are in the United States or anywhere around the world. If you want to get involved, you can sign up and do it virtually. I'll put the link down below where you can go and register to do that. And if you are going to convention, make sure you download the app. The app is incredible. You can put all the different events you want to go to and have calendar reminders and see who the speakers are and everything else that you need to know. So go and get hashtag NFB25 from the App Store. It'll have all the information you need for this year's national convention, including a list of all the exhibitors, all the vendors, all the sponsors, all the attendees. So you'll see me there. I have a funny one-line saying on there, so go check that out if you are going, and let me know what you think about that. But if you are going to New Orleans and you have questions or comments, please reach out to me, vp1@nfbofpa.org. If I can't give you an answer, I will find somebody who can, and we'll go from there. That'll do it for this week's Federation Focus. That's the week of July 7th, 2025, Convention Week. If you're going to New Orleans, let's connect somewhere along the way. Please reach out to me. If you have questions, please reach out to me. Until next week, thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next week.